Speed Force seems to work a little different in this universe, and Wally West is having issues controlling it. Support the comic book industry by visiting your local LCS. My name is Dorian, this is SEO Comics. We continue our coverage of Absolute Flash with number 2. Our story starts off where the last one left off. We got Wally West being chased down by the Rogues. He was in a desert and he ran to a cave, and right now he's trying to avoid Captain Boomerang's boomerangs. Those are drones. Those aren't boomerangs. Which he does a very bad job of because they find him pretty easily. And now the Rogues know exactly where he's at. So Captain Cole gets right to it. He starts using his ice gun, start blocking off all the possible exits except for one. And then he tells Golden Glider to be ready because he's funneling them right to her. So Captain Boomerang uses his drones, boomerangs, they're drones. And they start chasing after Wally. So he starts running away. He sees that there's ice everywhere and he can only go in one direction. And as soon as he comes out of that direction, Golden Glider's right there. And I mean, he should be dead because she has 2 swords. Somehow, some way, he phases in between them and is running his ass off. Now, she can't believe she missed him, but she's also wondering what the hell's wrong with this kid. The other Rogues finally catch up, and Captain Cole's like, all right, Wes, that's enough. It's time to go home. Captain Boomerang senses drones, but the Speed Force just kind of builds up in him, and he yells, leave me alone. And there's lightning going everywhere, and the drones are just stopped. But now, we do a flashback to when Wally walked in on Barry. Barry is in like this bubble. I guess he was going to see the Speed Force, but now the Speed Force is all over Wally, and he doesn't know what to do. And Barry's telling him to come to him, but Wally's like turning into the Speed Force. So Barry jumps out to try to grab him. Everything is shut off, and then Wally's dad pops up. So he's like, Alan, what did I tell you to do? And Barry's like, Rudy, I swear I didn't know. Next thing you know, Wally's dad comes with a left hook. And he starts saying over and over again, I told you to stay away from my son. And he's just punching the bejesus out of him. He's like, you never listen, you arrogant son of a. And then Barry's like, Rudy, look. Wally comes back and he just is the Speed Force. Like, he doesn't seem like he has a body at all. And Wally's dad's like, son, it's going to be okay. And he's lying his ass off because he does not know that. So Barry, I guess, has an idea of what's going on. He tells him, hey, look, focus on me. You need to focus on me. Look at me. And then Wally's just like, no, you need to stay away. And he screams, just stay away. And it looks like the lightning hit Barry right in his chest. So now we go back to the present time. Wally finally calms down and he's like, Barry, Dad. And then we see the Rogues are in force fields. And the Trickster is like, you guys are welcome. I told you it was something wrong with this kid, but nah, you didn't want to believe me. If it wasn't for me, all you guys would be dead right now. So then she throws a force field around Wally and she's like, nah, if it wasn't for me, we wouldn't have caught this kid. So again, you could thank me later. Somehow, some way, Wally just phases right through the force field. And she's like, well, damn. Well, I'm out of ideas. So Wally takes off running and Golden Glider is like dead behind him because she has a pair of like rocket boots or something like that. She can almost grab him and she's like, haven't met anybody yet that can outrun me. Wally looks back and all of a sudden he turns on the speed and she's like, well, damn. And as he's running, he's like also looking back in time. Like he can see when he was a little kid and his dad was on leave and his mom was still alive and everything was good around that time. He's like, that was probably the best time of my life. But he also can see in the future, 2 futures. One where he's controlling the Speed Force and he's the Flash and he's successful. And the other, the Speed Force is controlling him. And it seems like he's the reason why the world's coming to an end. It might not be the world. It could be like the city that he's in. But whatever it is, it's messed up. So then he finally slows down because I guess he's far enough away from the Rogues. When all of a sudden, Captain Cole's like, all right, we're done playing. It's time to release Grog. I was like, oh, Gorilla Grog? I can't wait to see this dude. And he's a rogue. Like, I don't think he's ever a rogue. Like, he's normally a Flash villain, but he's not a rogue. But then they open up this armored truck door And Captain Cold's like, get him, Grog. And out comes this little monkey with his brain exposed. Now, for some reason, I feel like we've seen these type of creatures before in DC. I just don't remember where or when or what the hell I was either watching or reading. Brownie points for anybody in the comments that could tell me where these monkeys are from or what story was it from and why the hell is this Gorilla Grog? Monkey Grog, because he's not a gorilla, he's a monkey.